This is for people who have been facing some kind of challenges right from their childhood, probably based on the parents who gave birth to you, because we don't have a choice or any kind of power over who gives birth to us. And probably you've had an experience of abuse as a child when you had no control or a say over your life. You were so innocent, you don't understand what is going on. And you have been molested over and over and over and over again. And you are thinking, let me just continue this way. You are feeling so dirty, and you are feeling like, I don't need to associate with anything good anymore. Let me just keep on being this way. I want to tell you to please pause and probably stop, because the devil is actually a coward. Let me put it that way. He's a coward. Why do I call him a coward? Because he comes for you when you are still so small and you don't have any power to fight him. And sometimes due to the negligence or unavailability of parents. In fact, there are some parents who are so much caring and all, but they still don't have a control over what has happened to you or what could have happened to you while you were still a child. Yeah. So it comes when you are still very young at that early age, so that it can do just one thing: to control the narrative of your life. So that for life, it can get to infiltrate your mind, your thought process, making you to feel ashamed, making you to feel guilty, feel dirty, feel like nothing good can come out of you, to put you in a box of limitation. If that is you, I'll say it again, please stop, because this message is for you. One, you are not what you have gone through. And secondly, God has the power to change that story, to bring beauty out of those ashes. There is a little boy who grew up to be the choicest child of his own father. And he grew up that way, but his destiny was to become a ruler in another city, another country entirely. Now, being the second to the last child who has been pampered by his own father, there is no way he could have learned leadership. And when it was shown to him that he was going to become a leader in the future, he foolishly opened his mouth and spoke it to people he was not supposed to tell it to. And this dug the pit for his slavery. So he was sold into slavery, and for years in that place of slavery, he learned how to become a leader. He learned how to become an administrator and how to handle issues. Now, his problem, being sold into slavery, was enough a narrative for him to adopt the identity of a slave for life. But you know what? There is something very unique about him. He had already known God, and he stood glued to him. But in your own case, you might not have known God, but this is an introduction to him. He stood glued to God, and he held on to him like, I don't have any other identity. My identity is found in you. And just like so many people who have been molested too, they always have a kind of gifting in their life, because while you are coming into this world, God has made a package of whom you are going to become. But the devil saw that glory. He saw that beauty that was going to come out of your life. And he thought the best way to stop it, just like he did to Jesus, was to attack you from childhood. When Jesus was just a baby, they started killing every boy child that is up to the age of 2, just because of the destiny of just one boy. A lot of little children lost their lives because of the destiny of just one man, Jesus Christ. And it's just like that with Joseph too. So regardless of everything that he faced, he held on to God. And eventually, the story came through. The destiny that God had for him came true. What am I trying to say? What you have gone through or what you are experiencing just now, and that situation wherein you are stuck right now, is not the definition of your life. That is not who you are. It is an happening. It is an occurrence. If you allow God to hold your hands, He can use this same story to bring you into your own destiny. I said it earlier, and I said, this year you'll be coming into your own, because that which has held you hostage for so many years, the chains are going to be breaking off, because you are going to be knowing the truth, and the truth that will set you free. And this is just one of the truths that you need to know, that God loves you, and He can use your errors, your mistakes. Probably you are even that kind of person who has carried your own self, especially as a lady, and you have found yourself in prostitution, whatever name you might want to give to it, and you are feeling so filthy, I can tell you for a fact that the kind of love God has for you has nothing to do with what you have messed up with. He is ready to carry you out of that mold, clean you up, and make a stone, a beauty out of that situation wherein you find yourself right now. But only on one condition, by giving it up to Him. He said, those who are heavy laden, that are laboring, come to me and I will give you rest. There is an exchange that you need to do right now. You are to give Him everything you are going through right now. You can be as honest with Him as possible. It is one of the most blessed gifts that I've ever found with knowing God. Because He's your Father. He is. He made you. And He really wants to show you that He's actually your Father. And it can only happen on one condition, by giving it up to Him. Let Him carry that burden for you. And let Him replace it with His own peace. He said, be anxious for nothing, but with prayers and supplications with thanksgiving. Make this your request known unto God. And the peace of God that passes all human understanding will guard your hearts. God is ready to replace that burden with peace for you. On one condition, I'm repeating it again, give that burden to Him. He said, you should cast your burdens upon Him. Why? Because He cares for you. I don't know whatever lies the devil has told you for years, they remain a lie. Because He's the father of lie, He has no truth to tell you. So this is an opportunity for you to give that pain over to Him and let Him give you His peace, His joy, and that hope that your life needs to start a new beginning and to have a new life.